I don't think she did. Because when I was a tot, you didn't exist.
Part of me did.
Nah.
My soul.
Matter of fact, I remember my mammy, who was my great-grandmother, saying that.
Really?
Jesus Christ on a cracker. Yeah.
I don't know where I heard it.
Probably from somebody old in your family.
I don't know.
She was 108. She had a lot of interesting signs. If she'd fart, more room out than in.
Or when you'd say, I sure wish I had. Well, I guess you better wish in one hand and shit in the other. See which one gets full first.
That's nasty.
That was always such a gross visual.
Yeah. Like, well, I guess. Hold on.
I don't know how this is going to work.
I don't know why I got a fistful of shit now, but I gotta hope you're happy.
But yeah.
Sling it like a fucking howler monkey.
Oh my God, what else did she say? Like, she always had something to say. She was a colorful character.
My papa would always say, if I tell you a chicken dipped snuff, you better look under its wing. So I'd never understood why under the wing.
Yeah.
Where else is he going to carry it?
It's because chickens don't have lips.
Right. No, that's his can of snuff. Carries it under his wing.
Where are you going to put it?
Oh, yeah, well, I guess
he doesn't have pockets.
prison wallet.
And what?
But he's right, they don't have lips either.
What's the one that they used to say about a frog?
Oh, if a frog had wings, he wouldn't bump his ass when he hops.
Yeah. And finer than frog hair.
I can't remember anything growing up.
Anything at all.
I just showed up one day. Fully warm.
Because if anybody were to say something, it would be Pop.
You don't remember any of his colorful...
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Oh my God, my mom, Austin, always laughs because I'm gonna whoop your ass. You better pack a lunch. or this is the one that I always thought was really gross and colorful, and Mom used it a lot. You gonna shit and fall backwards? I never understood. So is that because you have poor balance and you poop and you fall back in it? What?
Or maybe you're balanced, but then you drop the turd and now you would fall forward.
It has nothing to do with balance.
Well, I don't understand.
Well, it's got to have something to do with something.
It has nothing to do with balance.
Is it backwards propulsion?
It has nothing to do with balance.
Well, what does it have to do with? Because
you're gonna fuck up because you're gonna take a shit, then you're gonna fall in it.
Yeah, but why?
That's what it means.
Why are you falling in your own poop? That's
because you're doing something stupid. That's what they're. Because
you're making a Valentine meal with greasy bread and hamburger.
Yeah,
it didn't turn out well.
Would you want to shit and fall backwards into it?
I probably did that night.
We need to order that Southern phrases game.
Oh yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah.
I'll take shit too literal.
No, that's how I think. I've always been like, why? Like what would make? Once I shit, why am I going to fall in it? Was my balance bad?
Because you're doing something
Did it
stupid.
throw off my ratio?
Because you're doing something stupid.
There's that backwards propulsion.
Yeah, I don't do stupid things. I just don't.
Then why
I
would
don't
she
know
have
that
said
that's
that?
the
Then
truth.
why would she have said that to you?
Oh no, I don't do stupid things. When I do something dumb, it's beyond stupid. It's abominably moronic. I mean, I go big or go home every way.
It's abominably fantastic.
Yeah, I mean,
it is fabulous.
I don't, I figure if you're going to fuck up, you might as well make it fucking-tacular.
Yeah. All right, so...
What were we going to talk about?
I don't know that bullshit up there.
Stuff.
Things.
So tell us about the Florida hospital.
Oh, yeah, I've got it. So after this, I've got something about a baby.
So, this couple, she had a miscarriage or the baby died after giving birth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, was it full term?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was... There was some sort of complication.
Something went wrong.
And she delivered the baby, but there was something wrong and it died.
Oh.
And so they took the baby and... it was like, I think a month later, they got transport to have autopsy and come back. Apparently that took a month long.
Wow.
So the hospital finally calls her and said, autopsy's done. We have the baby back, or the body back. You can go ahead and start making funeral arrangements. 2 days later, the funeral director, whoever, contacted the hospital and said, okay, we're going to come get the body, whatever. They can't find it. When they did receive the body back. They said it was...
The hospital did.
Yeah. said the baby was wrapped in blankets and placed in a body bag, and they put him in the freezer, in the morgue, wherever. And they don't know what happened to him.
It just disappeared out of the morgue.
They probably sent it with their own funeral home or something, and now they don't know where, what, why, when, or how.
I know, because when the funeral home called,
that's how they discovered it was missing.
We don't know where the baby is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They probably sent it with another funeral home. And now this funeral home showed up, and they're like, "Oh, we don't know what happened to it because that body wasn't supposed to go with that other funeral home."
Like, something so horrific has already happened. You're heartbroken. You've been waiting a month
no shit.
because
God.
I know when Mom passed, just that week we waited from the day she died to her service seemed like years.
Oh, I bet.
Because it's not like you're going to get over it and get but just having that unfinished, just seems. And then so they've waited a month. They've waited 4 weeks when they thought they were going to be home,
be able to start the process after,
right? So it was already bad enough. They thought they had a full-term baby they were going to come home with, and then they didn't. Now they've had to wait a month to start that grieving process.
What?
And then they're like, "Oh, we lost it."
Yeah, that just rips that Band-Aid all the way off.
Oh yeah, so it's just all this all over again.
I have a question too. Did the parents require an autopsy, or does state of Florida law require?
Yeah, I was wondering
if the baby died in childbirth, usually there wouldn't be an autopsy.
I'm wondering if they were trying to see if it was a congenital thing or a suspected drug abuse.
But I mean, it could be state law may require it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I know.
Well, there's no way that the state law can require every dead body to have an autopsy because
but Arkansas state law requires all children that die to have an autopsy.
Oh, do they really?
Mm-hmm. Because unless it's like a child that's like terminally ill or something, but like if there's an accident, a kid dies in its sleep or something like that. Yeah, Brian's told me that.
Is it like if there's no obvious cause of death?
No, I think
because surely like
a car wreck or something.
Yeah, a car wreck, a suicide, something like that.
I think suicide they would do. Anybody under
like when I was in high school, we had a girl that got shot in the chest with a shotgun. I doubt they would have required an autopsy for that.
I don't know.
I would think that'd have been pretty obvious.
Self-explanatory. But yeah.
I mean, I could totally see it if it wasn't something obvious.
Because even adults, an unattended death is always but I believe state law in Arkansas says unless it's something like terminal illness that it's expected. All children, anybody under 18 requires an autopsy.
Huh.
I mean, that's sad. So while I assume y'all are looking for details, I was, I'm on all those groups like the "Am I an Asshole" or all that. Those never fail to entertain.
I stopped following those.
I saw one today on the way over here. I was like, what the fuck? So it's a group for in-law shaming. Like,
oh my.
Well, this is what my sister-in-law did or whatever. So those can get interesting. So this lady had a 4-month-old child, and her mother-in-law had been babysitting, like I guess so she could go back to work or something. She finds out that the mother-in-law had been giving the child, 4-month-old child, Tylenol PM every day to make it sleep.
Jesus
oh my God.
Christ.
Well, first of all,
4-month-old
adult Tylenol on a baby, that can cause permanent organ damage, and you're doing it every day. It's a wonder that baby didn't die.
Well, and Tylenol PM has a sleeping agent,
right,
too.
which could easily be too much. A SIDS kind of situation.
4-month-old, God, what dose was she giving it?
Well, I dare say no matter what dose it was too fucking much. And why would you... 4-month-old, hell, they sleep most of the time anyway.
Yeah, you can't really say that because
Oh, he slept a lot during the day. He was just like fuck this sleeping at night shit.
I didn't see any updates on the baby. They said he died 3 days after being born, so there had to be some kind of complication.
In Florida,
and I'm sure that's why, because he survived the delivery okay and everything.
That's probably why they.
So they were like, did somebody do something? Was there negligence, or was it a congenital problem? Oh, that's sad. Can you imagine? You talk about insult to injury. Just...
And of course, they're suing the hospital.
Well, yeah.
I just can't even imagine.
But, suing the hospital, which by all means they should, but that's not going to do anything about the nightmare they find themselves in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. This is not really a hypothetical, but we're going to approach it like a hypothetical, I guess.
Okay.
I want to know what y'all think. So, somebody on my Facebook timeline last night was talking about that they were being harassed and I can't remember the exact language because it was like that over-the-top Christian thing about like, oh, the devil's trying to get me.
Oh, Jesus.
First of all, that irritates me anyway because you're not that important. Like, the king of hell is not like her. She's a problem.
Yeah, Janet Nobody. We're fucking with her.
Yeah, she gonna do some stuff, and we gotta fuck her up. And, okay.
Her faith. That's the make or break.
Yeah. So, and I was, it's one of those like you're like, okay, clearly there's some drama going on here, but you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Then I scroll on, just laying there, and I see the source of the drama in one of the local community groups. And what it is, okay, she's somebody we went to school with, and she married somebody. She would be she'd be like 46, and he's like 56. Okay. She owns some daycares in town. Well, when I say in town,
general area.
For the people that aren't from around here, like
in the county,
they all kind of bleed into one big town.
It's a megalopolis.
Yeah, and
that's a real word, by the way.
And so
no, it really is.
Okay.
I didn't make it up.
Nobody gives a shit, Chris.
Webster's does.
She owns, and they're Christian faith-based daycares.
Okay.
And turns out she's not telling people.
So they're not putting like pentagrams on the wall and shit in the daycare?
No.
Okay. Not praying to the Mother Goddess or anything.
Is a level 2 registered sex offender. His indiscretion happened with a child under 14. That's all that the filing says. Like the thing.
Right.
And level 2 on Arkansas, I don't know if this is everywhere, but in Arkansas, that means moderate risk. Not low, not like lowest is 1, highest is 4.
And let me clarify before you go on. The victim was under 14. This wasn't a case where he was like 17 or 18 and she was 13 or 14. She was 13 or 14 and he was
she could have been anything up to...
Yeah, she could have been 7.
No, well,
I guess
I get
2. I can't remember.
I don't know where the breakdown
but
is.
here's the point. He was in his 40s or 50s.
I think it's between 12 and 14.
I wanted to say 12.
I wasn't sure where the...
He was in his 40s or 50s.
No, he was 50-fucking 5 because it said so. Because
So this just happened.
Or I couldn't tell if he's 50.
It couldn't have just happened.
Yeah, I can't tell if he was 55
Because
now or 50.
He got some time.
No, he didn't.
How did
Maybe
that
I
happen?
screenshotted it. I will read. Okay.
Fine.
Don't make me fuck.
Okay, how long have they been married?
A long time.
So they were married before she started this daycare.
Thing. Oh yeah, it's not like they're newlyweds or anything.
And he was a sex offender before she started the daycare, or after?
After, I think. Okay. Okay, I'm pulling up his thing. He was born in 1945.
It should have the date of the incident on there.
Oh, well, he's 2 years
65.
older. He's 2 years older than your mom.
No, he's 75.
Yes.
So this happened a while ago. Because it said he was 55.
Okay, that's what
sexual abuse, first degree.
How old was she when they met?
I don't know. She's 47 or so now.
She's not the person because it said not his wife.
No, yeah, it said.
I know. I'm just wondering if it happened more than once.
Oh, I don't know. I've got the screenshot here, and I'm trying to look for a date of. It shows their address. I don't see when it happened on this screenshot.
But
Wait
anyway,
a minute. But, okay.
He was 55.
I have the screenshots of the appellant, and I'm leaving the name out, pled guilty to the crime of first degree